I think a lot of people have honestly forgotten what boredom even feels like real boredom. Not watching a boring video for 10 seconds or opening another app. I mean, genuinely sitting with your own thoughts without immediately reaching for stimulation. Because now, the second there's even a tiny moment of silence, people instantly grab their phone, waiting in line, walking somewhere, sitting in the car, eating, even going to the bathroom. There's always something playing, something scrolling, something distracting us. And honestly, I don't even think most people realize they're doing it anymore. I've noticed it in myself too. Like sometimes I'll instinctively open an app even though I literally checked it 30 seconds earlier. Nothing changed between now and then, and I didn't do this because like I actually needed something from it, but because my brain has become so used to constant stimulation. And I honestly think a lot of people our age grew up without ever really learning how to just like sit still, like mentally, which is kind of weird because boredom used to be a normal part of life. People used to spend more time just thinking and daydreaming and just like observing things and letting their mind kind of wander naturally. But now boredom almost feels uncomfortable. We don't like to be bored. People feel the need to immediately escape it when they feel it. And I think that changes people more than they may realize. Because I honestly think boredom is where a lot of important things actually happen, right? There's a lot of self reflection, creativity, original thought, even understanding yourself better. Those things usually happen during the quieter moments, not when your attention is constantly occupied, but when you're actually just able to sit in your own thoughts and think without distraction. And I think one reason a lot of people feel mentally overwhelmed now is because their brain never really gets a chance to settle. Like people are just constantly consuming information now and stimulation from the second they wake up until the moment they go to bed. We have like music and videos and podcasts and notifications and, different types of content, whatever it is. And eventually your mind starts feeling crowded all the time, even when you are resting. And honestly, I don't think humans were meant to experience this much stimulation constantly. Like, there's almost never a natural stopping point anymore. There's always another video, another post, another distraction, another reel. And because of that, people rarely fully sit with their own thoughts long enough to like understand them. But weirdly, some of the best moments in life happen when nothing that is important is happening. Walking somewhere at night or just listening to music while staring out of a window, having random conversations, just, those quiet drives by yourself or just laying in bed thinking about things. These moments seem small, but they're also moments where people often feel the most connected to themselves. And I think that constantly escaping boredom also makes time kind of go by faster because when every moment is filled with stimulation and something to do and something to watch, days kind of just start to blend together. I feel like people stop fully noticing life while it's happening. Everything just becomes constant consumption, right? I don't know. I just think people are so afraid of being bored now that they never fully let their mind breathe. And maybe boredom was never really the problem in the first place. Maybe we just forgot how to exist without constantly distracting ourselves from ourselves.